Hi and welcome to my podcast Film Talk. In today's episode I am watching American Psycho, so I'm just watching it now and I will probably get back when I have finished the film and then I will have my review. So I have just finished watching American Psycho, so here is my review. So I want to say that I think that Christian Bale did such an amazing job at playing Patrick Bateman, especially as Patrick is a character with zero human emotion really, and he's just not sympathetic. He just doesn't have sympathy, and I feel like that would be a really hard role to portray on screen. So that's why I think that Christian Bale did such an amazing job with just doing this throughout the whole film and not breaking once. There are shots in the film which I really loved, where it was really symmetrical. So there would be a shot, the symmetrical shots would mostly be with Patrick Bateman. So there would be a shot where Patrick Bateman, played by Christian Bale, would be in the middle of the shots and staring down into the camera. Something about this shot was really, it is quite unsettling, because there's just no other interactions and you are having this completely emotionless character staring through to you through the screen, and having that symmetrical camera is quite unusual. I've talked about symmetrical shots in my Stanley Kubrick podcast, and I have mentioned that they create a feeling of unnatural feelings, because humans, obviously, we don't see things symmetrically a lot of the time. So to see it through a film a lot on a specific character is quite unnatural and unfamiliar, and it's really eerie. The music, so Patrick Bateman, played by Christian Bale, he talks about music a lot, and just for him to have all of that knowledge portrays someone that knows a lot of what he's doing and researches things, but to do the sort of things he does just shows that he's clever enough to realise he shouldn't be doing it, but he's so unhuman and just so emotionless that he just doesn't care, and he will do these things even though he knows the consequences of it, and he knows how bad this situation is, because he is into researching things, he's into facts, and that's why I love how they showed him talking about music a lot. There are also moments in this film where Patrick Bateman has some sort of emotion come through him, but it gets cut off by laughter or insanity, or just him just trying not to face any sort of sympathy or any human feelings about what he's done. And this happens in a scene where he uses the phone to send a message about what he has done, and the crimes he's done, and he's sort of panicking about it, he does feel some sort of human emotion or some sort of guilt just about what he's done, but then as he's talking and as his confession is getting worse, he starts to laugh, kind of what he's doing, which shows that he almost panics so much that he needs to just laugh and not feel anything about it, because he just doesn't want to come to that reality of what he is. I also want to point out how Patrick Bateman speaks. I find this really interesting, as he has this way of speaking where you will have no idea how he's feeling. And I know I keep bringing up the emotionless side of him, but I really feel that this is a big part of the character of Patrick Bateman. So I believe the way he was speaking really shows like that you cannot tell how he's feeling, like whatsoever. Sometimes you can, so there are moments where, you know, he has something there, but usually he just speaks with a low tone and a very sharp yet slow pace, and that sort of, it gives that creepy, like skin crawling sensation that something's wrong. Something is not too right about this guy in the way he speaks and views things. And it also reminded me of so on Netflix there is a series called You. I have recently watched it, and the main character in it, Joe Goldberg, played by Penn Badgley. Joe Goldberg in that tends to have a really deep tone and sharp paced, yet a slow paced, as he is a stalker in that show. So it's also about getting the tone of voice right for a creepy, quite just unsettling man, really. So yeah, I really did like the film. I enjoyed it. I can see why a lot of people have liked it. However, I do feel like this film may not be for everyone, because of the subject matter and what is shown in the film, and the storyline. But I do recommend it to people that like these sort of films, or just want to watch something new or cinematic, or just something maybe cult classic. So I would recommend it. I think stars wise, I'm going to rate this film. I think maybe a 4 star, 3.5, 4 star. Yeah, let's go with that. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this film. Thank you for listening as well to this episode. And if you want to hear any more film talk, make sure to follow up on my episodes.